So it's the day after the show. I'm just in one of the fields with dogs. I've still got Hector because I wasn't sure if he was going to do another covering today, but it turns out he isn't, so I'll take him home later. I think it'll be too dark to film when he goes home because he gets quite excited to come here. My guys get quite excited to go where Hector lives. And guys, yeah. So shiny show dogs yesterday, normal dogs living on a farm today. Dad! Let's see if Nala has a reaction because Dudley's running. Here she goes. Good boy, Dads! So I've been trying to write a reflection today for college, and I thought I'd take a break and watch the dogs have a bit of fun. It's lovely living in Wales, but we get a lot of wind, so sorry about the wind noise. I'm not sure if anybody's got any suggestions on if there's a way of muffling the wind sound. Let me know. Come on then, guys. Dads. Nana. Good guys. Good guys. These good guys. He's so handsome. He just stands like a show dog all the time. I had to teach Nala, and even then she doesn't do it just naturally like him. Maybe I'll do that critique video soon of each of their conformation. So Dudley's main fault is he's got a high set tail, so you can see how his tail points up towards the sky. As Nala's, she stands still, is a bit flatter. It goes about halfway till it curves up. There you go, see? Whereas Dudley's is constantly pointing up. You can see the difference in the spot pattern. Dudley's heavier spotted than Nala is, and Nala's got a few blank patches, which I think they call canvassing, but I could be wrong on that. And then a lot of Dudley's spots are joined together. If I just turn around, oh, he's going to bounce back now. You can see there's an X there and an A there in spots. I'll continue that, see how they go with their play. Good girl, Nala. You can have a run. So, yeah, in a perfect world, their spots don't join. And then the other thing they like to see is spotty ears. Nala's got one spotty ear, one sort of not patched ear, but it's black and white but not spotted. And Dad's has got two black and white ears, not spotted. It's more of a fault if they're patched, so if they're solid black. But as a result, if they're solid black, they do tend to have better hearing test results. So it's a little bit of swings and roundabouts. Dudley sired 4 litters so far, and 3 of them have been tested with the BAER test, and all of his pups were fully hearing, because Dalmatians can be full hearing, fully deaf, or unilaterally deaf, which means they can be deaf in just 1 year. And just because your dog's fully deaf doesn't mean they'll have all deaf puppies. just because your dog's fully urine doesn't mean they'll have all urine puppies. It's a little bit of a lottery, I dare say. Science and genetics will improve, and there'll be a way soon of being able to tell what you'll get in a litter. But that technology isn't here yet, so Dudley would be a good bet for people, because so far he's had perfect results in his litters. That doesn't mean to say he'll have all perfect results, because the bitch's genes do count as well. But I think the health testing for all breeds have issues, and all breeds tend to need some sort of health testing, even if they're just a large breed and they need hip scoring. It's literally right by my feet. You're a tit, Nala. Oh, silly. You silly. Boys are just off wandering. I think for the short-haired pointers like Hector, they like them to be hip scored, and I believe eye tested. I don't know as much about the pointers as I do the Dalmatians. I know at the show yesterday they wanted me to hold his head up and his tail up, and Hector wasn't too keen on us holding his tail up, even though, I'll just try and zoom in, as he's cantering along his tail is in the correct position. When he was actually stood in the ring, he didn't want to have his tail there, and they like to see a Dalmatian's tail wagging in the ring, which Nala is actually really, really good at, because I just keep some treats in my pocket and she's more than happy wagging and looking cute, thinking she's going to bribe me into some treats. I had a little bit of problems with her yesterday, that when we were standing, or stacking as some people call it, she kept trying to sit when I was getting her to look up, because they like them to have quite a nice high head like that and look keen and interested. But every time I was doing that, if I wasn't quick enough to give her a treat, she was sitting. And then sometimes I gave her a treat and then she'd move out of the stand, so I'd have to reposition her. A couple of times she jumped up, which is quite rude, and she doesn't normally do rude things like that. So I'm definitely going to fit in another few shows before Crufts, just to try and work through those little things, because she is a little bit overweight, but she actually does move very nicely and's got good conformation. So it'd be a shame if she spoiled that by just being a little bit impatient and not able to stand still. I think Dudley would stand still a bit better, because he's not quite as interested in the treats. So I think I could position him and get him to stand stiller for longer anyway. But he hasn't got quite as good conformation as Nala. But if he stands well, then, you know, maybe I can learn a few tricks. See if I could teach him to hold his tail lower. He may not wag as much then, so I'm not quite sure. I have to have a play with Duds. But he's certainly a very striking dog. And I know I'd say that because he's mine. But lots of people tell me that anyway. Because he's quite sporty. And then he's got what they call a ghost face, which means he hasn't got many spots on his face. Duds, come here. So if we get a close-up of his face, you can see he's got one on his nose, a little one by his eye, and a little one by his mouth, and a little one above this eye, and that is all you've got. So he stands out, and he does stand up, and he stands quite tall and quite proud, which is quite a nice feature to have. But I'll do a proper confirmation video with the pair of them soon. I might even do a still picture of a pair of them from each side, front on and from behind. and compare them that way, because trying to walk around them filming while they're standing in a show stack might be a little difficult. It might be good for training for the shows, mind. I'll see. I'll figure it out for you guys. Okay, alright, I better go back to my assignment now. So I'll see how many videos I can get up a day / week. Just see what I've got going on with horses, college, work, placement. So see you all soon. Bye.